Stay warm, my friends. That's the best advice I can give you over the next, say, 5 days or so. It's going to be just a deep freeze. We're not even barely getting above the freezing mark. Most spots, in fact, will not get above freezing for perhaps a 6-day stretch here across southern New England. 25 in Providence today. Clearly, that was colder than our average. 38 degrees there, a little bit less so in the morning, only 5 degrees colder, but it was the wind chill that was just so brutal out there today and will be the case as we wake up tomorrow morning. Record highs 59 back in 1995. Hey, it could always be worse. That's why I like to show this sometimes. 8 below back in 1982. That's a temperature, not a wind chill. So yes, the last time we were above freezing was yesterday at 6 p.m. And the next time we're forecast to be above freezing here in Providence is not until Monday afternoon. We may get maybe a degree shy of the freezing mark tomorrow or Friday, but it is going to be more than likely. And again, that's just here in Providence. Outlying areas that tend to be a little bit colder, very much likely not going to get above freezing until then. 16 degrees outside right now. It feels like 9. Yikes. Bundle up out there, everybody. And again, watch for some patchy ice as well as you're making your way around town tonight. Southwest winds at 5. So the winds have lightened up, but the air is just so cold at this point. The wind chills and the temperatures are not that far apart. They're only about 5 degrees apart. Yesterday, the temperatures were a little bit warmer and the wind was a little bit higher, so it was closer to a 10-degree difference. But just look at all this frigid air extending all the way back to the west. And we're going to eventually see a secondary shot of cold air, which is right about here. You can see that almost light pink or white color just north of the Great Lakes into southern Canada. That's going to bring things even colder. And the reason that we see that air mass moving in, well, it's our Friday snow event. Even though it's not amounting to a ton of snow, it is going to yank that air down. It'll follow the jet stream here. We've actually got a couple of different low pressure systems, but it's not going to result in a really fine-tuned storm that really packs a punch, and therefore we're not seeing really heavy snow with this storm. Maybe a few flurries along a stationary front tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies by the afternoon, and then we'll wait for that snow to arrive around lunchtime on Friday. We are really on the cusp as this storm is well offshore. It's certainly all cold enough for snow, but we've got dry air to our north. So, you get talking about the I-90 corridor here, the Mass Pike. You might not see all that much at all, maybe a coating to a dusty little inch there. Then the storm starts to pull away. It does begin to strengthen as it does so. And for that reason, we're watching this area right along the shoreline, especially out towards the Cape and the islands, for maybe a little bit of some heavier snow bursts, still on the moderate side, we'll call it. But yeah, for that reason, we've drawn this 2 to 4 inch darker blue contour. We may have to actually push it a little bit further north and a little bit further east, depending on what the updates do overnight. But check with us tomorrow. Ceci will have the latest for you. This is generally going to be about a 1 to 3 inch event across the area. Then that colder air comes in, and yes, we're back to the single-digit wind chills for both Saturday and Sunday mornings. Take a look at this, though. You see some negative signs there. Yeah, below 0 wind chills possible, so even a little bit colder than what we're dealing with this time around. So bundle up out there tomorrow morning, everyone. Stay safe, protect that skin. Winds will start to subside a little bit into tomorrow, but still, it's going to be a very cold day with increasing clouds. We have the Friday snow event, and then Saturday and Sunday looking pretty good weather-wise, but not feeling great. 20s during the day, teens overnight, feeling even colder than that. We will start to see those temperatures moderate next week.